Hello, everybody, and welcome to another astounding week of the EGFC. We got week 6 coming at you today. I am, as always, NPT Fang, joined here by the lovely House of 3000 Daramkar. Dara, how are you today?
I'm okay. I'm chilling. I'm hanging out. I'm excited to see some matches today. Just a little bit sleepy today, but we'll get through it.
Are you still in your jammies?
Listen, I am in the comforts of my own home. Any chance I also get to represent OmoCat merchandise,
OmoCat is fire. I have like 4 Doki Doki Literature Club shirts from them.
You seem the type. That makes sense.
I love DDLC. It's a really fun game. Either way, we got St. Peter's versus Siena College here today. Our first 2 players are going to be Ramen and Waffle. I believe Ramen is a Fox player, and I believe Waffle plays Sonic. So 2 schools, both pretty good. I think St. Peter's is coming off an L from last week. I think we casted them last week, I believe. And Siena coming off, I think, a W?
Yeah, and going up against Siena, this is tough. Siena is one of the most difficult schools to go up against right now at this point in the meta. Did we get any of the characters that you mentioned? Yeah, Waffle, of course.
We got Sonic. I did not know the Ramen Robin was coming out. I might have been completely inaccurate about the Fox, but either way, Ramen not usually someone we see from St. Peter's typically. I know they like to switch up people, and it looks like Ramen is playing off a big kill switch right now, actually. So that's kind of tight.
Yeah, we'll see how this is paced, because Final Destination Sonic is definitely really difficult to fight against sometimes, because it's very much so him who is controlling the pace of the match. He can just occupy one side of the stage and just have a good time. I like the idea to go for the down smash there, but you need to react to your opponent's SDI based on the arc fire and try to follow up off of it.
And yeah, a little bit of an overcommittal from Waffle right there. Had no double jump left on Ramen, so maybe could have gone low a little bit. Okay, I like that edge guard actually attempt right there. That was really cool from Waffle. I never know how Sonic does any of the spin dash reversal moves. They're all crazy.
He's doing a lot. All I see is big blue spinning ball, just going at it. But you know what? He's oh jeez, it's game 1 of already like evolving into just a low hanging fruit playground. It's that time of the day, I suppose.
There's balling out of control, and then there's balling within control. I feel like Waffle right now is trying to ball within control, but again, you don't want to be jumping in front of Robin. Robin has some of the best anti-airs in the game, just given how she lurches back with her hurt box on her fair.
Ooh, but just neutral, got up against that arc fire is a bit of a misplay. If I was Ramen, I would have just tried to run up there, maybe pressure a little bit with the jab, maybe try and get like a Nosferatu out. But either way, right now, Ramen just controlling the stage so well right now. Waffle trying to go for it all with the back air. Ooh.
All right, a little bit of L Thunder. We do have the spells back on deck now. It seems like Ramen knows which ones to use for the appropriate situations. However, this whole entire set can be dictated by this first stock right here, as we see Waffle's going to take it with that quick down smash. You usually don't see a lot of Sonic players opt for that in close quarters.
I love that Waffle just ran into just like, I think he'll let go of shield. I think he'll stop. I think he'll roll. And at that point, down smash would have just like covered all of that. But looking at a completely even game 1 right now, both of them just feeling each other out right now. Gotta say, whiffing homing attack like that is such like a big commitment and such a huge opening for the opponent to follow up off of it. And the fact that Ramen like didn't do anything about it, it's just like, this is when you gotta push in,
It has a lot of end lag on it too after the bounce. No double jump left for Ramen. This is Waffle's chance to really get this edge guard, but gonna opt for a more complicated edge guard. Again, I feel like runoff fair could be solving a lot of Waffle's problems here in terms of edge guarding, but Waffle, I think, came here with like a top hat and a monocle on, because my boy's looking a little fancy out here today.
That's a new one. I've never heard you say that one before.
Thank you.
Now you gotta like cross it up in like a little journal.
Yeah, a bucket list of cringe puns and bad anecdotes and analogies I've made.
Oh jeez, we would try to set up a tech chase into the F smash, but Waffle is not going to be able to find it as Ramen just neutral get up into place. Just missing the spring that time around.
I'm liking the evolution of Waffle's edge guards here. Sometimes the spring is really all you need in these situations. It's got a very lingering hitbox that falls pretty slowly. It's definitely something good to use against recoveries that tend to be a bit more linear, like Ramen's.
And I feel like Waffle is struggling at the ledge with arc fire especially. They're just sort of like waiting a little bit too much instead of... There are a lot of opportunities where you can just drop down double jump aerial to be able to hit past it, because it doesn't like detonate.
Ooh, wow. Unfortunate. That was tragic. You know, no one ever wants to get stage spiked, especially by something as weak as Spring right there, but it was the perfect edge guard for Waffle to deploy so close to the stage. I swear, the closer people are to the stage, the worse, like the harder it is to react to stage spikes for them.
Just sat there and waited, and then tried to go for it all. I like that from Waffle. Was just charging down, be in place, and Ramen with the defensive option. Sometimes you don't have to commit to anything, you can just wait.
I like the recovery choice right there by Waffle as well to overshoot with the recovery so they don't get smash attacked right there. Either way, Waffle going to be taking that first game with a 2-stock, putting, I believe, 3 points on the board. No, sorry, 2 points on the board for St. Peter's. Or no, Siena College to start this off right here. So not a bad first game. We'll see where it goes. It looks like Ramen was really struggling with just kind of getting whiff punished a lot of the time. I feel like they weren't moving around a lot. They were kind of staying very stationary. And when you're moving stationary, Sonic is going to be able to whiff punish you with relative ease because he's so fast.
Yeah, so going into game 2, I feel like, you know, Ramen was definitely like letting go of a lot of openings just by virtue of going through a lot of arc fires in neutral. You know, maybe just not keeping Waffle away sometimes, but...
Oof. Ouch. Ouch. She didn't go back into the spring twice there, did she?
I don't think so, but I wish this game had like a really silly sound effect for like stage spikes. It was like a bonk.
Bonk.
It needs it. It needs it. It's such a tragedy.
It does need it. I agree. 100%.
The noise that we get just kind of like it's like a doof.
It's like a...
You know, it's not, it doesn't have enough
It's not
impact.
comical.
Yeah.
The bonk. Probably like cartoon bonk sound effect. It's like in a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff, traditionally. I think that's where the sound effect... Hanna-Barbera cartoons, honestly, like, revolutionized, like, sound effects in media, like, as a whole. Like, there are a lot of sound effects that we know as, like, the generic sound effect. Like, when people are slipping on something, you hear the whoop, 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 whoop. That type beat. Like, that's cool. So,
I want a Smash Pod that just replaces everything with Hanna-Barbera sound effects, right? So like people like undergoing the speed animation, like out of a gun, you just hear like the whoop whoop whoop.
Oh, what happened to your hand, buddy?
Don't worry about it.
Did you hurt yourself cooking?
No, that was not the case. But we do have a little bit of chefing coming right up in this game too.
With Sonic?
With Sonic, yeah.
Are you sure?
Listen, you saw how good my casting transition was. That was cool, wasn't it?
Yes, okay. I forgot. Ramen, one of the many St. Peter's Falcons. They have so many of them at this school, and I don't know why. I mean, he's a cool character. I like Falcon. I'm a Falcons fan.
Oh, but Ramen already looking like a much more confident gameplay themselves. Waffle needs to make a good amount of adjustments because it's a huge matchup difference, right? Going from Ramen and Falcon.
Robin Falcon duo main. Not a sentence I've heard uttered many a time. But Robin out here to break the stigma out here. And looking a lot better. I think Falcon is a little bit more better equipped in terms of keeping up with Sonic speed-wise. And also, your advantage is pretty consistent. But you want to avoid those air dodge. That was just unnecessary.
Yeah, and even if, you know, Robin was just able to make it back on with a double jump and an upbeat, they were so far down there that they have, like, no hope making it back. Captain Falcon has, like, a suspicious amount of, like, edge speed, but not vertical recovery, so a little bit unfortunate on their behalf. Waffle now with a lead on PS2, you know, and just play bad. Just wait for Ramen to press buttons.
Okay. A little bit of aerial combos here, and this is a huge punish opportunity for Waffle right here. A little bit of interference, internet-wise, mucking up that punish, but Waffle's still consistent as ever on these punishes.
Just charging around so safely. Ramen is just not able to pin down Waffle at all. And oh my goodness.
Oh. Thought we were done with this. Thought we were done with this, guys. What's happening? We haven't had these problems in forever. What's going on here? Who's not using I bring out the detective. Who's not using their have you been driving without a Ethernet cable today, sir? Sir, can I see your license registration, please?
We're gonna need your friend code and Nintendo ID.
You're gonna need you.
Just, I think it'd actually be really funny just having like a Nintendo identification card with like your me profile picture on it and like your friend code and everything. Like, here you go.
The only time I go to add people online now for Switch is like if I'm blocking someone on Elite Smash. Guys, you can block people with bad internet on your Elite Smash. Did you know
That's
that?
true.
And you'll never run into a game with them ever again. You could literally curate your Elite Smash experience.
You can
that's
ban
kinda
every
sick.
single bad matchup that you
Literally.
have, by the way.
You can
And just
pretend
have
you
it
do
be-
not see it.
Yeah, Steve's out of here. Minmin's out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of
Matchup ex-
here.
You don't need matchup experience. But that being said, we're going to quickly cut to a little break as we do sort things out, as we do see who is going to be the victor of game number 2. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere quite yet.
What is poppin', everybody out there in the world? My name is Fang, joined here by the lovely Duramgar. And we're back with more St. Peter's versus Siena College. That was quite the rousing first set we had, where Waffle took it pretty convincingly over Ramen. We unfortunately didn't get to see the second game, but you see Siena is now sitting pretty with 5 points over St. Peter's 0 right now. We do have Sky versus Ascent coming up next, so I think it might be a Falcon Ditto, but don't quote me on that because I have no idea.
It was St. Peter's that had like an inexplicably high amount of Captain Falcon.
Too many Falcons. Don't know what's going on. They all can't be
yeah.
the captain. And I lied. It's seriously. I'm so bad today.
But no, you got one of them, right? Sky is going to be going with the Captain Falcon, Ascent with the Zero Suit Samus, and already just establishing stage control. I do think that was a misinputted, like, wave bounce laser, but either way, Ascent doing what Zero Suit does best, just keeping you in the corner, piling on damage, and just spacing you out with disjoints.
In my opinion, this matchup is extremely good for Zero Suit. She can just kind of keep up with Falcon speed-wise. She has no problem getting off stage quickly enough to edge guard a lot of the time. So it's looking good.
Getting that Etold, and I like that bit of a back off from Sky, just recognizing that Ascent can flip kick back on at any moment in time, and has the right idea once again, just trying to track CSS's movement. Now to really truly punish it, you have to be up there with a preemptive aerial, or just like a really strong button to catch her on the way down.
Ooh, okay. Nice little flip kick to get back to stage right here. Trying to see, Ascent is trying to, I think, just wait for Sky to approach a lot of the time, but it's more stalematey than ever, I feel like, between these two right now, is they're just waiting for one to whiff punish the other, and I feel like that's how this matchup goes, right? They're both super fast, super good at whiff punishing each other.
Now Sky just going to be really patient, trying to make it back on. Ascent maybe fishing a little bit too much for that down smash, but whiffing that up B was huge. But of course, you just have to never underestimate how much mobility Captain Falcon has after whiffing up B. You can't commit to anything like that.
Oh, I think tried to use the Zair to tether right there, but side B, I think, more reliable to snap to ledge if I recall correctly there. It's not going to do it just yet. Falcon, big muscly boy. He's quite heavy. So.
I'm surprised I wasn't able to do it, but you know what? Either way, getting a couple of up airs, maybe Ascent mashing onto the platform, gonna be getting the back air as well. Right now, Sky is just really pushing the lead so well right now.
I think Sky could have kept going with those up airs there too, but just opting to drop it to maybe potentially get a read with a knee or something like that. Still, they're looking great so far as that back air comes out and claims that jump. Excellent jump read right there by Ascent.
Ascent dashed in, dashed back, and then was able to just bait out the jump as Sky. Maybe a little bit desperate to find the way to get back onto the stage, but that F smash was a huge opportunity for Sky. Now Sky's controlling the ledge, but little surprised that none of those jab hits connected.
He was one fist short, I think. I think Sky was just a little off in terms of spacing. You kind of want to be directly over the ledge with a lot of those fists if you're doing that auto jab.
Both of them just taking a second to back up a little bit. And now Sky just needs like one up B at this point, like one like down air, back air, just anything really. But it's so difficult to even get your hands on ZSS right now because of like how well Ascent is playing this keep away game.
Oh yeah. All right, though, side B coming out. You know, one more of those in like a really good spot, I feel like should do it. But just the raw burst that Falcon kick has in these very close ranges, kind of crazy.
Yeah. The down smash hitbox is really generous, but it's not that generous. So just really got to make sure that you have your spacing to be able to punish neutral, get up, and all related options. And now Ascent trying to track down Sky, but Sky going to be drifting and landing to safety as soon as they find that down through, as soon as they find that neutral, like big damage.
Okay. Just kind of tit for tat right now in terms of these neutral exchanges. Just kind of respecting each other's shield just a little bit. But big commitment on that up B right there. That's going to give Sky some damage. And catching the flip kick, there's no double jump left. I like the down air attempt from Sky right there, though.
And it seems like every single hit that Sky is going for is really seeming to connect at this point. And like Ascent is not usually in positions just to be able to react and punish to them appropriately. There it is again, like with those whiffed up Bs. And Ascent keeps on opting to go for an up smash. Sky sees what Ascent is and then just drifts away.
Ooh, yeah, very nice sweet spot back here. That is going to clean up game 1 for Sky right there. Really good stuff. I feel like Sky just played a little more patiently in a lot of those instances. Caught those whiff punishes really, really nicely with Falcon's blinding speed and just kind of capitalized on all the points where Ascent was whiffing moves a little too close. And with ZSS, you know, she's got great falling aerials, but you can't really whiff against characters like Falcon that can punish you super fast. You know, you want to be keeping a distance. That SD was also super unfortunate.
Yeah. You got to respect Captain Falcon's burst range. You have to just respect like how, from what kind of a distance he can really truly get in there. Ascent was trying to keep away the best they could, but I feel like, yeah, that jump read was so smart. Sky, like, you know, was doing the Captain Falcon thing where they just kind of want to initiate everything from like a lot of these full hop falling aerials. I do like that jump read. I like that jump call out. I wish Ascent was going for some more jump call outs, some more rising up airs, perhaps, just to be able to catch Sky and make them not feel as comfortable in their airspace.
It's true. So that's going to be game 1 going to Sky. Sky at least clawing back some of the points on the board right here for St. Peter's. And, you know, this is good because Siena College, they are one of the most dominant schools in this league at the moment. You really have to be careful when dealing with them. So if you let them break away with too many points early on, it's going to be so tough to bring all those points right back into your favor.
But yeah. Going into game 2, just the biggest adjustments that I'd like to see on behalf of Ascent, just maybe getting some more of those jump call-outs on Sky. Sky, I just feel like every single time that they got a hit, they're able to push their advantage shade so much more. And ZSS does have those combos, ZSS does have those conversions. I just never felt like Ascent, like, got a lot of those big startings, right?
They really did, yeah. Ascent was trying to go for, like, big startup combos, but couldn't really capitalize on following Sky's movement a lot of the time, and I feel like a lot of the big interactions there were coming from Sky. I feel like Sky was getting their first hit, and they were stringing together their consecutive hits after that a little bit better. But I think ultimately this was a game of whiff punishing, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. But it seems like they are busy doing their bans right now. On behalf of Sky, they're going to be banning Town, Yoshi's, and Final Destination. It seems like Ascent will be opting to go for Smashville. I think that's an interesting choice. They didn't want to go anywhere like particularly big, you know, banning like all the flat stages. Maybe just trying to keep it as close as possible. Despite the fact that this was Ascent's pick, I still feel like this is a good stage for Falcon to be on.
All right, though, we are getting into this next game right here. Yeah, on good old Smashville. And I agree. I think this is a good stage for ZSS. However, I think this is also decent for Falcon as well. Not a lot of space he has to really break to get in ZSS's face. Can catch landings off a flip kick really easily since there's not really a lot of real estate that Falcon has to travel to anticipate those flip kicks a lot of the time. And yes, Sky is just going to keep doing what they've been doing best this entire game so far.
Hello? I haven't seen Sky do that the entire game at all.
Oh, yeah.
That was in the first 30 seconds. And that movement, the confidence with which Sky moved, taking, you know, Captain Falcon to this stage could be a bit of a mistake because look how dominant Sky is just controlling center stage and Ascent not finding a single whiff punish.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is why this stage I feel like is so good for Falcon as well. There is just not a lot of space that Falcon has to traverse in order to shark a lot of these landings out. And if you've got a character that can match ZSS's speed, it's going to be kind of hard to find your way in on your opponent. Ooh, okay.
Just go through the native flip kick, but maybe just like at the wrong position, at the wrong place to be able to get it done because you're a little bit too close to the stage. Captain Falcon really not dipping off stage that you would need for that to be able to connect. Tries to get the 2-frame with the down smash, but every single one of down smashes from Ascent, I feel like have been thrown out a little bit too late. And then, even though that move has so little end lag, because of how late it's being thrown out, Sky uses it as an opening to get back on.
Okay. See the back throw right there from Ascent. Kind of running away with this game in Sky right now. I feel like Ascent just really hasn't been able to get those powerful hits and also just poke it as well as ZSS really should be in this matchup. You know, you'd want to be playing as uninteractive as possible unless you can find these aggressive follow-ups. You know, I haven't really been seeing a lot of jab from Ascent. I like that, though. That was good.
Yep, that was the first time that Ascent has gone for like a side B like that because they've opted up until now only going for down smashes to ledge trap. So Sky definitely did not see that one coming. Not finding that grab out of shield. It is ultimate after all. There is so much just like shield pushback in this game. That's not something you're finding particularly often.
A little bit of a goofy interaction right there for Ascent right there on that up smash. We are seeing Ascent play a little bit more defensively this time around, but with that's such a deficit, you know, Sky can really just push the advantage. There's really nothing Sky has to fear unless Ascent can find some sort of quick kill, like a back throw flip kick or a nair flip kick. It's going to be pretty hard for Ascent to make this one back.
Ooh, finds the falling two, gets the tech chase with the down smash, just abusing how poorly, you know, Captain Falcon's tech roll is. Or at that point, I feel like just about anybody would have been able to get hit by that, but that was really good coverage. They're both whipping them up Bs. They're going somewhere.
They're going somewhere. They're going on a trip. Who knows where, though. And that should be it.
Wow.
Really good catch with the uppy right there on the Sky. I think they just caught on to the fact that Ascent was flip kicking onto the stage pretty frequently. And that is going to be the set going to Sky, keeping St. Peter's in this with, I believe, a 2-stock right there. So I think we're going to be seeing ourselves tied up at...
I want to see.
Oh, no, we're going to be seeing 6-5 now. Actually,
I want to see this first stock really quick. Because back air, and then gets another back air, repositioning with a double jump. That catch on a double jump was so smart. Because at low percent, yeah, at low percents, you know, people think they can get away with anything, double jumping back onto the stage like there's no tomorrow, pressing buttons that they shouldn't. But and then Sky just like went down there. There was very little that Ascent could have done. Granted, I do feel like there was a lot of idle time from Ascent. They just maybe weren't expecting Sky to commit to something, but that really should have been like a flip kick. That really should have been like an immediate pressed up B. But then they just like opted to go through the button a little bit too late, and Sky just went down there and was able to find the kill.
All right, see that uppy right there. Really good catch right there, honestly, for Sky. But either way, while we wait for the next two opponents to step into the ring right here, we are going to shoot to a quick break, so don't touch that mouse.
Hello, my little PogChamps, and welcome back. We got the third match coming up between St. Peter's and Siena College. We got Big Kill and Beverly's representing each school, respectively. I almost said respectfully, and I was like, wait, that's not the right word.
We're not being respectful today.
We're not, actually. We're here to talk smack about the players. No, I would never do such a thing.
But yeah. I'm having a good day today. Hope you're having a good day too, Dara. I hope these two teams are also, their players are also having a good day right here. Big Kill, of course, I believe going to be on Byleth. Biver's going to be on the trademark Falco. And of course, we got it. We're seeing it right
I feel like that goes without being said. You know, it'd be really funny if you just told them, yeah, I hope you guys are having a bad day today. You know?
Someone's going to be having a bad day at the end of this. I'll tell you that much.
But we got Bivers, we got Big Kill. Bivers, of course, getting that up tilt, but not finding anything else off of it. I don't know if that full hop was intentional, maybe they just misjudged how much knockback they deal in that moment. But such an aggressive recovery, you can definitely go through those at early percents. You don't have too much to fear.
Okay, good reflector on Bivers. Probably seen. Big Kill has been a player that I've wanted to see definitely grow throughout this entire season thus far. I feel like they've just been a player who's struggled through a lot of the sets that they've played this semester, where it comes to learning what to do with Byleth appropriately, knowing your startups, knowing your BNBs. We're gonna see if Big Kill can change anything this week.
But, oh, that's going to be the up throw, gets the drag down neutrally, and the trade actually going to be going into Bivers' favor. Because when you get hit by an attack, you start facing the opposite of a direction that you were sent. So Bivers was turning around, and then was just able to get another up tilt as a result, which probably buffered it. So a little bit of a funny interaction, but definitely beneficial to them.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to see the recovery from Bivers, and actually Big Kill overextending there. Good drop-off nair by Bivers, having that awareness. Hey, the only option that Big Kill here has is to tether back to ledge. And for those of you who don't know, if you get hit out of your tether, you pretty much can't tether back for for almost a full second, I believe.
Yeah, so...
Right, 55 frame rule.
But no, this is such a huge lead for Bivers. Big Kill has just been unable to initiate this whole time, and now this is the time to go. Does not go for any 2-frame attempts, though. You gotta know, the times to commit to aerial, and I feel like, against Falco especially, there is almost never a good time to go for it, since he can just reflect it at a moment's notice. Bivers has never really established that they're gonna be mashing out of this advantage at that bit of a distance either.
Oh boy. Okay, good parry from Big Kill right there. Still looking for this first Big Kill out here. Tries to find it with the Aaron bar. Thank you.
But Big Kill not gonna live up to the name.
Big killed. Big dead.
As Bivers just takes it out with a pretty confident 3-stock. Wow. That was tough. I feel like the entire game, Bivers was just in control. Big Kill was just not able to land. Bivers was able to find an edge guard against the tether, which is honestly the best thing that you could possibly ask for. But really, the biggest thing is, when it's Falco off stage... Wait, I'm curious. How many frames is that? Yeah. Wow. Byleth's just a little bit too far out to make it back on. That's a... Sometimes it be that way. Aw, that is so sad. It tried. Devin, we need a mega zoom in on
That's
this one.
crazy. That is so close, too.
We need a 5 times, 10 times zoom in on this.
The Sword of the Creator do be long, but do not be that long.
That's actually official Fire Emblem lore from 3 houses, yeah?
That is actually real, yeah. In the game, the sword is that long, because it's like a chain sword. It's really cool. It's like a rope sword. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything
about that.
It's really cool. I can tell you, it's basically the sword made out of the bones of a goddess, and it's really big. It's kind of crazy.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
It is pretty raw. If you haven't played Fire Emblem 3 Houses, seriously play it. It's cool. Cool Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
If you haven't played your first Fire Emblem game, it's a good starter to the series. Actual Fire Emblem fans hate it for some reason because they're old and they don't even like their own games. They're big weird. It's too metal for them. Shouts to Sohn and Triffle, by the way. 2 curmudgeons of the Fire Emblem gameplay players. whatever. They both don't like that game. You
I
can
don't even
find
know
them
what
on
that
Twitter
word
and yell at
means.
them.
What
Curmudgeon?
does that even mean? Yeah.
Just like a crotchety old man. Just like an angry
Curmudgeon.
old person.
A bad-tempered person, especially an old one.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'm hearing
Put that in your
so.
SAT pipe and smoke it.
What?
Literature majors. Anyway, game 2.
What is happening?
Big Kill's gonna have to make some big adjustments here if they want to get that big W. Namely, not overextending on the recoveries. I feel like Bivers was able to pick them up on a lot of multi-hits off stage just for these overextensions. I feel like Big Kill needs to start using the normal moves a little bit more. Start connecting nairs.
And I'm so sorry to make a note of this again, but I haven't casted with you in a week, and you have so many more one-liners than last time around. I am so impressed with you, Sean. But either
Step
way,
our game up.
Bivers going to be looking for a similar edge guard again. I love the attempt, but it'd be really nice if they found like a way to double jump back onto the stage. But either way, Bivers finding that kill confirm there. Wow, they're just doing so well right now.
This is going to be a pretty massive lead for Siena if Bivers manages to clean up with another 3 stock. Like a double 3 stock is like a full 8 points after a set is all said and done. So you got to be really careful in these situations.
Wow. How do you make it back here? And Bivers this time around just not going to be opting to an edge guard, just recognizing that Big Kill had a lot of opportunities for timing mix-ups, but only at 50%. Big Kill needs a way to be able to pin them down, but I feel like a really huge thing, Big Kill is always the first one to commit to a button, and then Bivers is just reacting and moving away from it. I want to see Big Kill just sit there and wait, because those air dodges, those side Bs, are reactable and punishable if you're not already pressing another button. And Violet doesn't have quick, safe pokes that she can, get away with whiffing, and still have enough time to cover something else.
It's true. One other thing, Bivers just keeps jumping on the stage repeatedly.
That's it.
This should be the game though, right here. Yeah, no double jump. You also want to make sure you're keeping your double jump when you're off stage as well, especially against players that are going to try and edge guard you out of your tether a lot of the time. At least with that extra double jump, you have the additional distance on that tether to make it back. So definitely some more food for thought for Big Kill, but Bivers going to be taking it really, really solidly there with that double 3 stock. And now blowing this crew battle series wide open.
You gotta play second beat. You gotta wait sometimes. And this is Falco. The biggest thing about Falco is definitely a very, struggles to find non-committal ways to initiate situations, right? So all of those drag downs, everything like that, if Big Kill was just waiting and then using the movement to then punish Bivers, something with a dash back, just something with jumping back in place, then you would be able to find that opportunity to be able to punish Bivers for those jump-ins. But Bivers found those drag downs. Bivers was able to run up and find that up tilt. Bivers was able just to air dodge past Big Kill each time with unconventional options, albeit committal, just to make it back onto the stage. And because Big Kill was always preoccupied with pressing side B, with going for, smash attacks, Bivers was just moving around that. So really good stuff to Bivers. They're going to be putting on a lot of points onto the board for Siena College, putting them 13-6 right now. They're schmoving. They're schmixing.
This is totally off topic, Dara. Do you turn the regular lights in your room on when you have your ring light active?
No,
Or do you just have the ring light on?
I just have the ring light.
Then what am I doing?
Yeah.
What that? That's way worse. Now I look like I'm in a dungeon. This is terrible.
Yes and no. It depends how the light bounces off the walls in your room.
How about this? This is better.
For me, it's fine, but I recommend getting some fill lights. For
I'm also really
that doesn't
pale.
Have fill key lights.
Fill
So
key.
am I. You should get some key lights for yourself. Those will be fantastic. But gamers, with that being said, we're gonna quickly cut to a little break as we do wait for the next 2 players to jump on into the arena. We'll see you guys in a bit. Wait, that was the countdown? Okay, I want everybody to know right now, the way that our producer counted us down was how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And he said a 1, a 2, and a 3. And I was so thrown off that I had no
1, 2, 3.
idea that we were getting into the game. But so be it. Gamers, we have 5 points going up against Pango. We got the Steve Extraordinary Pango. Our producer is laughing and cackling. I wish you guys could hear him because he is just a ghost in our head.
I'm actually curious to see how Byleth does in this matchup, just because there's really no quick way Byleth can break blocks, and at the same time, you can kind of just play second beat against Steve as Byleth, so I'm curious to see how Pango is going to break space against 5 points, and also how 5 points is going to catch Pango.
Wow.
But I guess it's going to happen
Such
for
an early
stock
denial. Getting back onto the stage, 5 points is not going to be able to. But I agree about the part about like playing second beat. Also, so surprised that hit. But the thing is, you need to get close enough to Steve to start playing second beat, because Steve will be more than happy playing back, getting some funny little resources over there, mining along, having a good old time. To actually significantly play neutral with Steve, you need to get into that mid range. But Pango's conversions right now is getting so much damage onto the board, running all over 5 points. Wow.
Oh my god. Catching the jump right there. Luckily having that uppie and that tether and that blow. Down air was insane. I feel like 5 points shouldn't be going for such high committal options like down smash so early, especially against a character like Steve, who you're going to be taking a monumental amount of damage from if he gets his starter hits on you.
But now just going back onto the stage, Steve's ledge roll is so surprisingly good in the distance that it covers. People definitely tend to forget a little bit about that, but that is going to be the vibe check, so good stuff to Pango for recognizing the situation and just saying, hey, I'm out of there, I'm jumping. Is 5 points going to be able to make it back? Yes, they are.
Ooh, no whiff punish. No whiff punish on that down smash right there for 5 points, and now we're seeing another 3 stock potential right here. What? Was that tech? He just built a whole house. What on earth?
Let's see that again. Let's see that again.
All right, so we got the.
Oh yeah, that's the funny
put into
little...
a lot of shield stun.
Yeah.
Dropped shield and got F smashed.
So let's talk about the situation really quick. Dev, let's go right back to the block. Okay, I want to just explain the situation, like what happens here. So this is a very, very common Steve setup that you see happen all the time. So basically, what happens is, if you know how to space and time yourself correctly, when you do down smash, right, and actually initiate the TNT, regardless of whether or not it actually hits shield, you have enough time before the TNT detonates to input an air dodge. And as a result, you're able to air dodge past the explosion. The explosion is not as active as you think it is. It only looks much more active because it initiates a freeze frame. But by the time that you land, right, because the game does go into a slight little freeze there, you're stuck in a lot of shield stun. Okay, this can combo into a shield brick setup as well if you have the time to do so, right? Because that was the drop shield there. There is so little that you can actually do in that situation. It is one of the nastiest places to be in. And look at that blockhead. Ugh.
That was kind of wild. I don't think it's just, I think, a matchup experience thing, and also just the fact that 5 points keeps picking these super overcommittal options a lot of the time. Like you have to really be waiting for Steve a lot of the time. He is unfortunately a character that forces you to play the game at his pace, so you really have to be ready for a lot of that. And I feel like 5 points just wasn't ready.
Yeah, this is a really important Steve setup to know how to counter. And honestly, there isn't actually a lot of counterplay because it requires so much setup. By the time that Steve has already all that going, you got to get creative with those options. If I'm Byleth, I would drop down tether and just wait for that explosion to happen and try to get up without that legend vulnerability instead of trying to mess with that TNT, because that is a lot happening.
I think an attack against the TNT would knock it back a little bit, wouldn't make it as easy for Steve to follow up on that setup. But either way, we need to see some SDI out of 5 points right here, as Pongo is already trying to just completely slaughter him. And that's the first stock, maybe? No, not yet. Good wait on 5 points this part right there before they tried to regrab.
But 5 points, not going to be able to find a follow-up on Steve's air dodge, and gets the forward into the down smash. I'm not sure if that was actually true or not.
Oh my god.
Wow. Get blocked.
I don't think that combo was true. I don't think 5 points is SDIing out of these combos versus Pongo, because this should not be working as well as it is. But if you're not going to SDI, which is a very valuable
Honestly,
skill against a lot of hits in this game,
mashing in against Steve is so important because of how much hit lag Forlito has. You have a lot of opportunities to actually cross up Steve and get behind him. So IMO, if he's not going through like any up tilt shenanigans, SDIing in is almost always the way to go with that. But that time around, Pango not actually going to be finding the air dodge, misinputting their tech, and just blew up themselves.
I actually didn't know that if Steve falls too far, you get the fall damage sound. Yeah, he did it again. I didn't know that. That's
I did
funny.
not know that either. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. I heard it twice now.
Okay, listen, the more you know. And already, 5 points at 71%. There is the tech once again, and because you're in so little lag from that, you cancel the down smash and lag animation because the block fell under you. But 5 points finally going to be able to get that stock off on...
Oh, see ya.
Oh. Why? What happened?
Quick ride down Splash Mountain right there for 5
Sean,
points as Pongo takes it with a 2-stock that game actually.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. No Minecraft. Why did you go so fast?
Power
I
rails.
have never seen somebody have
I think
so
those
much
are powered
momentum
rails.
for minecart.
Right?
Oh my god, that looks ridiculous.
Let's see. No redstone actually, so no powered rails.
Well,
Oh no, it was a powered rail.
it was a powered rail.
Yeah, it was a powered rail, so that's why it blew off. If your mash ain't just right. it's gonna
I
be it.
wish we had like a lingering scream sound effect of just somebody falling. Like, ah! You know, it'd be so
That's
good.
funny.
Oh, jeez. That was so... What do you do? By the time that you mash out, you're just gonna get edge guarded too
pray.
because of how fast you go.
Oh yeah.
Damn. That
You just have to
Minecart
jump
had so much
over it or
momentum.
roll into it. Honestly, that's the counterplay. Honestly, to that move, like you can't shield it because it's also a command grab for whatever reason. Has a hitbox on it. You pop straight up out of it too. See ya.
Ah! Yeah.
And you saw the mash out too. You could see those lines, those motion lines flailing right there from 5 points. It just wasn't enough, unfortunately, at that percent to make it out. So that is going to be, I think the score sheet is wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's like 5 plus 7 more points right there for Siena College, since that was a
it's
2-stock
gonna
for
be-
Pongo.
Yeah, but either way, this is an unattainable lead for St. Peter's University.
Yeah.
They got Cuffy anchoring it back down, so hopefully Cuffy is going to be able to put some points on the board. And gamers, with that being said, we're going to quickly cut to a little teeny tiny break as we do wait for them to jump into the arena, so don't go anywhere quite yet. hello, my little pug champs, my little cat people in chat. I hope everybody is having a lovely day thus far. We have a final set between these two schools. We got going up against Lax. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show thus far. Hope you guys are talking out. Hope you guys are keeping yourselves hydrated and just having a good old time including these schools, you know. That's it, Sean. You tell them.
Stay hydrated or else. I don't know what'll happen to you.
What's the threat? Are you threatening me?
I'm just saying, if you're not hydrated, sometimes you'll wake up in the middle of the night with a Charlie horse. And that hurts. It hurts a lot.
That's actually really practical advice. Good
Charlie horses are terrible. You never want to experience one. If you have never experienced one, you're doing a good job staying hydrated.
Gamers, we are back. Quick little apology, we're having a couple of technical difficulties on our ends. Internet connection is difficult sometimes, but it seems like we are going to be getting back into the swing of things. I do believe the match between Cuffy and Lax, what's the status on that? What's the update? So it seems like Cuffy won game number 1 with a 2-stock. Could I tell you how that match went? Absolutely not.
I probably can think of a couple of things. Fox got hit probably like 2 or 3 times and exploded. It's not like On paper, I'd assume Fox still wins that matchup.
I can talk about that matchup.
God, he is so light. He's
I can talk
such
about
a
it.
light character.
That matchup, my hottest take that there is that DDD Fox is, even if it's not slightly winning for DDD, all it takes is getting Fox off stage once, and you can flowchart their entire recovery. You can catch high recoveries with a forwarder, you swat them away. As soon as you see that dash attack or up B, you can, the side B or the up B, you can dash attack them on reaction by priming it, because you just need to react to a certain point in the animation.
True.
And because of how slow and telegraphed those options are, and how generous and delicious of a hitbox DDD dash attack is, that thing is active, that thing is big, that thing is strong. Fox just explodes, and Fox is so light too. All it takes, you just gotta get Fox off stage with that one double jump, and then he's gone skis.
It's not easy. Fox has a rough life against heavies. Like, yeah, you can put him in the vortex, but without any real super crazy edge guarding tools against these characters,
Yep.
you kind of have to win neutral and then connect your nair up smash, which has probably really generous window given how heavies operate, but my god, if you get hit 3 times, you just blow up.
Yeah. It's Fox. It's a little bit
It's
tough.
Fox.
Fox gets a little bit mistreated in this game.
Fox is good. He's really good. I think he's like a high tier character, honestly. I just think he just explodes sometimes.
He requires like the utmost precision and intentionality.
Yeah, you gotta be really good.
You gotta make sure your execution is on point. You gotta have the right mental.
Oh yes, juicy, very juicy intangibility
Hey Dev,
right there.
please. I just want to see what that looks like. I do think what happened was, like, after you get inhaled, you still get in the grab lockout window. I'm pretty sure, but I would love to take a look at what happened there, because that was pretty funny.
Fox is just such like a potential character. Like he's like, it's in the same vein as Pikachu. This is a character that is piloted by someone who is very technically sound and knows how to not get greedy a lot of the time on their trades, and knows how to mix their way out of really scary situations.
There it is, the classic, the old reliable, it's the funny, haha, F smash has no end lag, and so I will press my next move immediately. Cuffy, this time around though, not going to be looking for any dash attacks as a 2-flaming option, but this would be the time to do it, but tries to maybe only catch Fox on the way up with a neutral, so I would have dipped down and tried to go for like an up air perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Ooh, that's one. You get an edge guard now, they committed to up B, but no, really good air dodge by Lax to get through that one right there.
DDD didn't have enough time to put a back heel out there to actually cover that space, and therein lies one of the biggest issues of DDD. Even if he does force an air dodge, and DDD is plus in that situation, because of how slow his air speed is, he won't be able to actually cover it in time. So a little bit unfortunate, but now Cuffy has to make it back from the ledge, but it's Fox at ledge, and Fox definitely struggles to get those kills.
Oh yeah. The Lax is doing a good job of surviving off of this first stock so far. One more big hit from a Gordo from Cuffy, though, should spell doom for them. Meanwhile, I think their up smash still works at this percent, or at least it's very easy to tech chase DDD.
Gets back to a little bit of stage control, and now just planting the feet onto the stage, just not fishing for these kills. But going for the dash grab like that is such a dangerous commitment. You've got to be tomahawking from a very safe distance to go for those.
Right? Just a lot of defensive play back and forth here, but that F tilt is going to be sealing out Lax's first stock, and now Cuffy can kind of just play the distance at this point. Ooh, maybe not.
What a menacing like death rattle from DDD2. He's just like groaning. He's in pain. He's suffered all the way.
It's an agony. But yeah, Fox, the advantage there is that Fox can catch DDD's jumps really easily. You've got a lot of mix. You know, you can really throw out a lot of damage onto DDD through one combo and just keep it up. Also, that reflector.
That was so funny. Oh, I love that.
This is where Fox can win the matchup right here. Is just with combo game, reflecting Gordos. You don't have to respect it because your entire body is the anti-hitbox right there. As we see Lax just continue these juggles right here. No jumps left on Cuffy.
Yeah, Lax is just going for what's guaranteed, going for guaranteed damage, not pushing in a little bit too much when they don't need to, but look what happens. You mess up once, up air sends you off stage because that's what up air does apparently, and now Cuffy maybe hunting a little bit too much for that kill, but once again, it is DDD. You can kind of get away with committing like that because you are not dying for a good amount of time.
Oh! Huge link for Cuffy right there. Actually going to catch the back hit of the side B right there, so it's going to actually trade instead of hitting Lax out of it on startup. Cuffy's got to be careful with how he's going to try and land because I think Lax at this point is going to be sharking for up smashes. I think that was a perfect opportunity to whiff punish with up smash, actually.
Wow.
He got sucked in, and then it helped the back air connect.
Cuffy trying to go for a little funny J-Dog there. That refers to the tech of going for like a beefy upbeat over the ledge. But that time around, maybe a little bit too telegraphed. Is this going to be a 2-frame? Yes, it is. That is Fox coming back onto the stage. That is DDD dash attack 2-frame. There is nothing as Fox that you can do there besides hope and pray to every single deity that you believe in.
It's so generous, too. Such a good window, honestly, to punish, because that thing catches all types of recoveries where you have to kind of stall out before you get back to stage.
It's funny. It's big and long and it's active, but Lax's conversions and just charging that up smash, just catching Cuffy's antsiness getting back onto the stage. Cuffy was a little bit too scared to just opt to go for the slower option of going to ledge, wanted to fight his way back on, and got aptly punished for it.
That was really good. Good trade right there, honestly, from Lax.
Yeah, so let's see, ooh, what was this? Oh yeah, just a little funny F tilt.
RIP. All good.
Okay, it seems like we can't get a replay on that funny little interaction on the free stock, but if I did have to recall off the top of my head, I do believe what happened was that there was just, because every time that you get a grab, right, the game doesn't like you chain grabbing while you're doing anything similar to that, so it puts you in like a lockout window of a certain amount of frames, I wouldn't be able to tell you what, that you can't actually get a grab again. So that basically prevents any like low knockback grabs from working into itself. And all of a sudden, Smash Bros. Just disappearing into the void for us. But yeah.
Either way, though, that's going to be 1-1 between, again, this is insurmountable for St. Peter's, but they can still fight to get their points back currently. So I'm still curious to see if they can really pull this one together, because I think they've been doing a great job so far.
I love that I've introduced insurmountable into your vocabulary, just how much
Have you?
I've been... Yeah, you have not said it at all.
I think I knew that word already.
Potentially, perhaps. But I don't know, Sean, I've definitely influenced... We've had like we both like influenced each other's vocabularies in some ways.
It's true.
I, for instance, wouldn't be saying Pog had it not been for this man. He is basically responsible for creating half of my online persona. Like I am the person I am today as a result. But already, how do you feel about Town City for this?
This stage definitely a little worse for Fox. It's going to be killing off the top less early. Meanwhile, DDD can get his kills off the side pretty early, and can also follow up with up air, which will kill off the top pretty early on Fox as well. So I definitely think this is a great counter pick for Cuffy. I think Lax is going to have to use the additional range they've gotten to help them out, really. You've got so much space to do lasers. Oh, you kept doing that, though.
There it is, baby. That's the... You held on to ledge for a little bit too long. You let Gordo get a little bit too close to you, and suddenly you are all out of options, my friend. And again, as far as it goes, you need to be able to mix up your timings at ledge, but you have to be able to do so with intentionality. With setup-based characters like DDD, sometimes you run out of options. So your window is not nearly as big as you think it is, but DDD is so heavy, such a fast follower, you just... Oh, mama.
Oh my god,
buddy.
Lax. Jesus.
And here's the thing. If you also get the tech though too, because Fox only committed to a jab through the jab block, you can cover both a tech in place and a tech roll out with the up smash.
Alright, we're seeing Cuffy patrolling here, trying to find some sort of lead in right here, whether it be a Gordo, but Lax not really letting him have it too much. Cuffy just kind of not being able to get in as confidently on Lax, as Lax is sort of playing slower. I like the jump. You have to make sure all the resources
There it is again. There it is again. You can't fall through the bait because the get up attack angle, because of the knockback angle that it sends the Gordo, it won't hit DDD. It is bait. You gotta know that situation.
It's gonna be mighty tough right here. Relax, you're down already. You are, I believe, one up smash away from taking this stock off of Cuffy. But just with the Gordo, the laser still on deck too, it's gonna be mighty hard. Alright though, maybe just to clean it up. You get, like I said, the confirm window's still very
It's a little bit of cleanup. Oh goodness, trying to get like some close quarters initiations there. I do believe that might have been like a misinputted dash attack because I really don't see a reason for Fox to go for like F tilt 2 times in a row like that. Oh, almost having the time to cover Cuffy's next option, but DDD being such a fast follower, just able to neutral air dodge to safety.
Oh my God,
but that time around, mistiming the dash attack.
Could have shield grabbed there and gotten Cuffy off stage, but instead Lax opting to find dash attack. This is gonna be tough now. Cuffy's still nowhere near kill percent yet. Lax, though, very, very within kill percent at this time. And you gotta be careful with how you decide to recover against Cuffy. I like the mix-up, though, just to go high, then drift back, and then come back.
Woo!
Oh, Lord.
And all of that delicious hit leg from the up angled Gordo. You're able to get so many amazing confirms off of that. This is looking real tough for Lax, but Cuffy needs a back hill, a forward hill, a neutral hill, an up hill, a down throw up hill, a down throw fail. Like anything from Cuffy can kill. The only issue is how do you initiate that as DDD? And the answer is not too easily.
Oh boy, how does Lax get off the ledge here? Gonna opt for the full hop. Cuffy not reading the ledge trap correctly, unfortunately.
The preemptive F tilt was actually pretty smart because it was just like meant to cover like a neutral get up or roll or get up attack on a reaction. But obviously, like because of how quick ledge jump is, you won't be able to get there in time. Only gets the late hit of the nail a little bit too far
dash
out.
attack.
Oh my goodness, this is nail up smash time.
I feel like Cuffy has thrown away so many opportunities to get the punish on Lax, but gonna be getting that grab with all that residual damage tacked on it. Cuffy is actually gonna end up taking that set over Lax. Valiant effort from Lax, but it's the Cuffster, man. Sir Cuffington III. You can't get past him. You just can't.
Yeah, Sean, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I don't think anybody's ever called him that.
The Cuffster. I just called him that, so there's one. Checkmate, atheist.
Sean, you just be saying things sometimes.
Still called.
You know, okay. I have a request to the producer. If you're going to make comments as funny as these, please unmute yourself so everybody can hear you. Become a third commentator for us. It is a shame how many of our producers' comments just go like completely ignored. But yeah, so what happened there?
Grr. Look at how angry DDD is, and he's like happy. He's like, yeah, got him. Woo!
Alright, well, you know what, with that being said, that is going to conclude Siena going up against St. Peter's University, 11-21, so, you know, a little teeny tiny bit of a wash. Good stuff to Coffee for being able to put on some nice, delicious, spicy points onto the board. In the meantime, we are going to be seeing whether or not we shall be doing an interview. So while we do wait to figure all of that out, we'll cut to a quick little teeny tiny break. So we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Don't understand what's going on here. Don't understand. Don't understand.
tilt like a boonga, tilt it's so easy, tilt like a boonga, tilt like I tilt like a
Don't understand what's going on here. Don't understand. I'll say it again. Don't understand. I'll say it again. Don't understand what's going on. Don't understand. I'll say it again.
Hello, everybody, and we are back this time around. We got the one and the only My Little Pango Champ representing Siena College. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am doing pretty good today. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're chilling.
Doing
We're
good. You're looking mighty relaxed right now. Was the W just that easy to acquire for the young Siena gang today?
You know, we played St. Peter's or at Max School, obviously. So over the past 2-3 years, we played them a lot of times. So we got a lot of info on their players. Some of them are new players, so we weren't expecting some of those, but we were definitely pretty confident going into today's match.
And how is your historic track record up against St. Peter's? Because you do have so much experience actually going up against them. Was there at a point in time where you guys were really going at it? Was there a point in time where they were consistently winning? Because I feel like, you guys kind of bodied them a little tiny bit today.
I think our track record is definitely pretty good. We might have lost once or twice over the past 2 years, but they had this one player who was really, really good, and I believe they've graduated or moved on to something else. So now that they've lost that player, I think we have a much easier time playing their school.
Nice. And you yourself are from Long Island, right?
Correct.
Right. So you're in our little neck of the woods, so it's always good to see people from tri-state New York persevering and succeeding out here. How are you feeling about Steve overall right now as a character? Because I know we saw you when the character first came out, when you first played him, and now you've just grown into this insane mastermind with all these setups, these blocks. How do you feel about the character overall at the moment?
So this might upset some people, but I think Steve is top 15.
Oh wow!
Maybe
Okay.
top 20. Maybe.
So what if you can summarize this in a quick little thought, because we don't have all that much time, but what do you think really distinguishes him as a top 15 character like that? Give us your hottest takes.
Definitely has got to be the damage output. I mean, people are still figuring out new ways to combo get kills with Steve, and as that keeps evolving, I think Steve is going to get better and better over time. But definitely his damage output. I mean, being able to hit like a up tilt at 0 and easily convert into 50-60% every single time is just something that really no other characters have access to.
It's pretty funny.
There's also a lot of really good Steve players out there too. I mean, you've got so many notable reps of the character, like putting on massive results. Like you have AK Fires in New Jersey, you have Yanni, who's been pushing the character's meta and stuff like that. So there's a lot of potential for the character. There cannot be that many good players of a character and the character be bad. It's just not possible.
My question for you would be, if there is one, are there any Steve players that you feel like have been most influential to your own playstyle? Any ones that you just feel like do something really, really well that you think every Steve player should take home for themselves?
So Maris has a Steve player. His name is Chimmy. I'm good friends with him from home, so when we were just practicing whenever, we used to play each other a lot over the past 2 years, so we pretty much learned Steve together, honestly, the past year, so we were able to share a lot of tips, tricks, a lot of practice. But the person that I've probably, other than him, like people that I've seen the most inspiration from, probably from Connor.
Connor's crazy, dude.
He's in Buffalo, I believe.
Yeah.
And there's all these like super technical Steve combos where you can get kills from 0 off a grab, and I've tried practicing them. I can't do them in game. They're way too hard. I'm working on it. But he's just able to so consistently do them in bracket matches and online, and I hope to be like that one day. It'll take some practice, but we'll get there.
Hey, you're looking mighty nice out there today. You kind of dismantled 5 points up on stream today, so definitely seeing the. I mean, we've seen you grow as a Steve player just through last season and this season, so I'm sure you'll only be on the up and up from there. Either way, congrats to you guys on the big dub. I hope your semesters are hopefully going well.
Thank you.
Other than that, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your season. We hope to see you back here again for another interview after some more
And
W's.
thank you so much for actually taking the time to be able to conduct this interview. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. But gamers, with that being said, that is going to fully conclude Siena College going up against St. Peter's University, 21-11. We are going to be jumping into, I believe we have George Washington going up against Rider University. So don't go anywhere quite yet. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.